stop and think that consequences of our actions come around.
Okay, so today is another lesson on self-control. And last week we learned about how self-control starts with you. And we learned a very important tool on how to practice self-control. A very easy way to remember. So today we're going to be learning about controlling your emotions to your advantage, which is another important part of self-control. But first, I'm going to do a little bit of review, and I'm going to help you along for those who weren't here last week. Who can remember that tool, the STOP acronym? I know Teresa's probably the only one, but I'll give you a hint. It's on the back of my shirt. The tool that we learned last week. Can people read it for me?
Stop, think, options, and proceed.
Stop, think. I'm sorry, I'm going to erase this. Can I erase this? Okay. Alright. Right up here. So stop, think, options, and proceed. That's what we learned last week. So stop. What we mean by stop, we mean we're stopping and we think about our choices and our options, which leads us to the options, and then we proceed with the right choice. Okay? So what's one of the benefits, and anyone can do, shout answer out. What's one of the benefits of practicing self-control? What are the positive outcomes of practicing self-control? Just off the top of your head. Better decision making. Better decision making. Anything else? Right, better outcomes, like say improved interactions. We don't have to, basically we just don't have to suffer the consequences of a lack of self-control. And we talked about some of the consequences that we find today in society. Crime is an example that affects society today, right? Okay. So, if you'll turn to your packet here, if you'll turn to the first page. So, I want to ask, how are you all feeling today? How are you feeling today? Pretty great? Somewhat? Well, I want to point out that although people can share the same experiences, we all don't feel the same within those experiences. So you all can be sitting here in a classroom and feeling a different way. Maybe you're a little bit tired, maybe you're a little bit agitated, what have you. Although we're in the same experiences, we're not going to be feeling and experiencing exactly the same thing. Okay? So we're going to have if someone would like to volunteer, we're going to read the introduction on that should be the first page.
I'll read.
Okay.
You have the power to control your thoughts and the emotions that arise from the way you perceive a situation. Emotions are what we feel, and no one feels the same way every day, hour, or every minute of their lives. Have you ever felt cheerful 1 minute, then a situation occurs and you find yourself down and depressed? Although emotions change, they are nonetheless important to our lives. Emotions inform us of our likes, dislikes, and needs. They also help us communicate with others and allow us to enjoy life's experiences. Without emotions, life would be dull and boring. Our experiences would be lifeless, and our communication and relationships would be uninteresting. However, as important as emotions are, they are not controlled. They will control you. Emotions that are uncontrolled can lead to poor choices, which in turn can lead to impulsive behavior that you might regret. In this chapter, you will explore some of the consequences of not controlling your emotions. You will learn more about the importance of practicing self-control regarding your feelings.
Okay, so I want to bring attention to that emotions, they bring meaning to our conversations, to our interactions, to our lives. Because when you think about it, like we just said, without emotions, our conversations and life would just be kind of boring, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
So, but like we just read, it's very important that we know how to control those feelings in certain situations. So I want to start with something simple, and this is actually not in your packet. So I have a question of the day. What are emotions?
What's wrong with you? So their feelings, basically feelings, different ways to express yourself.
Okay, anyone else? No?
Yeah, I guess I should think less of feeling towards maybe therapy or different aspects of life.
Okay. All right, those can be, you're both right. But emotions are also, I'll write it down, emotions are strong physical and mental reactions to certain situations. So they're both mental and physical reactions to certain situations. And they're triggered by the things that we experience, right? And what is a trigger? Trigger is just basically something that starts a process, gets the ball rolling, right? So emotions are triggered by our 5 senses: what we hear, what we smell, what we touch, what we taste, and even what we think. Our brain processes millions of pieces of information per second, and emotions can occur without conscious thought. And within a split second of the event that triggered them. So for example, you see a truck speeding at you. I mean, you don't really have to stop and think whether you're going to be afraid that the truck is going to come hit you, right? So that's those emotions that occur without really conscious thought, okay? So other feelings may not be so automatic or easily identified as fear. And these feelings may be triggered by memories, right? That goes into the 5 senses again. We have emotions that are triggered. So for example, maybe your grandmother bakes the best pie, right? And you may go past a bakery or something like that, and you smell that pie, and you've automatically triggered with memories of your grandmother, which may make you feel glad, right? Alright, so an important step in being able to control those emotions is being able to identify which are those emotions. So if you'll turn to the second page. Okay. Now, generally speaking, emotions can be categorized as either negative or positive. Uncontrolled negative emotions can be hurtful and undermine your growth, development, and future, and they can also damage your interaction. So let's take a look at some negative emotions here. Can I have each one of you just say one of them? We're not going to go all over all of them, which is why I print them out for you for your reference. But can I get some?
Revengeful.
Revengeful. Can you read that for me?
A feeling of wanting to get even or get back at.
Okay. Next one.
Rage, violent, aggressive, uncontrolled anger.
Rage. Violent, uncontrolled, explosive anger. 2 more.
Humiliation.
Humiliation. Humiliation. Can you read the definition?
To feel reduced to a lower position, devalued or worthless.
Okay. One more.
Tendency to stress the worst possible outcome.
Pessimism. Okay. So these are just, obviously, as you see, these are just some of the emotions that we can feel, the negative emotions that have the potential to undermine our growth, right? Now, on the adverse side, you'll turn the page. We have our positive emotions, right? So positive emotions are the energy that fuels our moral growth and development. Positive emotions can improve the way you perceive yourself and your interactions. They make life enjoyable. Focusing on positive emotions can actually get us through life's rough spots. So, here's our negative. I'm going to have you do the same thing for the positive. Don't all speak at once.
Appreciation. Feeling recognized as worthwhile. Doing what you know is morally right, and appreciated.
Okay. Appreciation. What's the next one?
Productive.
Productive.
To feel capable of yielding results, benefits, or profits.
Okay.
Why would you want to yield a profit or a benefit though? Is it no reason?
It's not necessarily like a tangible. What are you thinking? Like a profit as in
Money or
monetary?
more candy or more cookies? I don't know.
Well, I mean, it could be a profit, like how we talked about last week, how our rewards, how what we gain doesn't always have to be tangible. It could be like a sense of you, a sense of accomplishment, right?
Oh, to feel capable of yielding the results, so you're like in control of the product. Okay, got it.
Okay, and we'll just go over one more. Love.
Feeling a strong concern for someone and something rising out of care.
Okay, so those are your positive emotions, and like I said, it's very important that we learn how to identify, because remember last week we learned about identifying our thoughts, because thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to behavior, and those behaviors can lead to rewards, or they can lead to consequences. So we learned about controlling those, identifying and asking ourselves these questions. Are my thoughts potentially harmful to myself? Can they lead me to do something that's potentially harmful for someone else? Right? Okay, so once again, that's why we go over these emotions, so that way we can identify those. All right, so with that being said, I want to take a look at a couple of emotions that we all experience. And I know that either one time in our lives, whether at school, whether at work. Okay, so let's take a closer look. The first one is anger. Everyone knows what anger is, right? All right, but it's important to remember that anger is actually a normal emotion. We all get angry at one point, or at one point in our lives, and it's experienced by everyone. But also remember that anger is a secondary emotion. So what do I mean by secondary emotion?